So to close off Africa Month celebrations, Brand South Africa and the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture in association with Constitution Hill are proud to present the Play Your Part Africa live stream concert featuring South Africa's songstress supreme, Thandiswa Mazai. Welcome to the show, Thandiswa.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, of course, we all know that COVID-19, this entire pandemic, has had a dramatic effect on the lives of South Africans in all aspects. Talk to us from a personal point of view and perhaps a professional point of view. How has it affected your life and how are you coping?
You know, I think the first 5 weeks were really difficult for me. I think I kind of went into a deep depression. And I didn't really do anything. I didn't do anything creative. I just sat there and watched Game of Thrones from like season 1.
I think one of my personal favorite shows, so it's cool. I understand. But you are going to be applying yourself creatively. You'll be performing and playing your part in the Play Your Part concert in the spirit of celebrating Africa Month. So tell me about how this collaboration came upon your path.
Well, you know, we were supposed to be doing a big Africa Day performance with the Baseline. That was a big festival that was supposed to happen before the lockdown. Brad from Baseline Promotions called me and said, listen, we want to do a little bit of an online thing. Are you keen to try it out? And I was pretty apprehensive about it because, you know, I'm not used to performing without an audience. Yeah, so, but because it's Africa Day, it's Africa Month, and because I'm a huge supporter of all things African and positive, I thought this should be something that I can try. Even though it's a difficult thing to do, I thought this is where I should place my bravery.
Yeah, very true. And I mean, I want to talk to you about that, how you are going about preparing yourself for that environment to perform without a live audience or a live crowd or necessarily anybody around you to kind of appreciate your performance and feel it, because that adds a lot to a performer's energy and the way that they come across. So what have you been doing to kind of get yourself used to that environment and get accustomed to it?
Well, you know, a lot of it is mental. Yeah. A lot of it is mental. It's just kind of preparing my brain for the idea of communicating without physical contact. This is really hard to imagine. So I'm just doing the mental work that it takes to be able to, engage these new forms of communication, from a distance.
Yeah. A challenge that I think could also yield great results in the sense of, an artist being able to connect to a deeper part of their artistry during this kind of time. Now, I understand that the concert will be held at the Women's Jail at Constitution Hill. Now, could you explain a little bit behind the rationale of that?
I think the venue was chosen by Brand South Africa, actually. And because of the support that the Con Hill is giving to this particular performance. And for me, I thought that it was actually a great place to have this performance because it's a historic venue, and this performance this is the first time the world has experienced this kind of pandemic in the last 100 years. And so this is basically marking our presence in this time and marking our energy around the idea of solidarity with the whole world, because we're all in the same boat at the moment.
All right, so which other artists will be making part of the lineup? What's the setup looking like there?
I just found out that Baba Mal is also now on the lineup, and so is Madala Gunene. And of course, these are two favorites of mine. I've met Baba Mal a few times, and of course, I love Madala Gunene. So I just look forward to be part of a really beautiful and very African lineup.
Yeah. And perhaps as a teaser to all the fans out there, what are you going to be performing?
I have no idea. I've been asked this question. Usually when we do gigs, we prepare a whole range of things. And then at night, the songs choose themselves. The songs decide what needs to be sung on that day. So we're preparing a whole bunch of things. We're preparing a lot of my music, and we're also preparing some music from some African greats. And yeah, we'll see what happens on the night.
I'm sure it's going to be something very, very special. Good luck with all the preparations, and come show night, even better luck then. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support.
Well, the performance by Thandiswa Mazai and other legendary African artists will be live streamed on the 30th of May at 8 p.m. from the Women's Jail at Constitution Hill in Johannesburg. And everyone can catch it for free by searching for Play Your Part Africa on the website skyroomlive.com. Our big thanks again to Thandiswa Mazai for joining us.